Hello, everyone, Rand here playing Farming Simulator 19 on the Millennial Farmer map. Currently unloading some corn in our newly upgraded silo system here. Aren't you glad that upgrading your silo system here in the game is real simple and easy? Doesn't even cost any money, everyone. Just need to go in a couple XML files there, tweak a few numbers, and would you look at that, we got 141,891 bushel capacity and a 34,000 liter wet silo bin capacity, just like that. I don't know why the Millennial Farmer spends all this money on bin upgrades. I mean, it's just got to go in there and edit the XMLs, right? Okay, I suppose I better get this truck out of the way here. Continue to work on harvesting corn here this episode, everyone. Combine's out in the field, hopefully with Courseplay working. I'll maybe go check on that here in a moment. I'm just unloading these trailers here that were sitting around here since the last episode. Had to finish basically putting the modified XMLs back in the mod file, everyone there, that the changes would take effect, right? Okay, I'm guessing it probably shut off on me already. Yep. Okay, let's do that. Turn the pits back on. Unload. And it looks like as long as you're somewhat prompt about it, everyone, the pits do stay on long enough to unload one of these trailers completely. You know, don't stand around too long, though. You definitely want to get on it, shall we say. Yeah, there we go. And at least the way this is working currently, I'm just going to be running the one truck here. I don't think I have room for two trucks on this course, so just the one truck. I was kind of hoping maybe to get, one or two trucks on it, maybe throw another grain cart on it, but, I suppose I could throw the other grain cart on it yet, everyone. That is a possibility here. So far, this one seems to be working okay. It's mostly, I think, just Courseplay derpiness, which I don't know, put two grain carts on it would help a whole lot with that, right? I don't know, maybe it would. If one grain cart's being derpy and just won't unload, maybe the other one won't be. Who knows? Maybe we'll have to try that yet. Oh, if we go look at the map here, and like I said, we're making progress slowly but surely. It's going the long way on the field. This field is going to probably take a while to harvest, so yeah, we'll just leave it as that. Should go check here too. When is the best time to sell soybeans and stuff here? Because we got soybeans. Okay, typical next summer. So day 4 summer. And what about corn? Because hopefully we got something we can sell this. Really? I guess pretty much any time through winter. Looks like days 3 and 4 in summer are probably the best, but definitely don't want to sell it right at the moment, do we? Okay, note to self. We do have some wheat. Wheat isn't actually looking too bad right at the moment. Barley isn't looking too bad. Oats. Typically, usually, I thought winter time was usually, for quite a few of the crops, usually the better time to sell. But, again, I'm sure with the Millennial Farmer map here and the geo things probably, changed up slightly. So that might not be the case on this one. But we'll have to maybe look into that. Because we could definitely use to make a little money on here. I would like to maybe see if we can lease a couple of fields here. Maybe even look into that this episode. We'll see once here. Particularly maybe field 14, and I don't know, we'll see what's here. For sure, I'm thinking probably 14. I think that'd be a nice big field to do. I don't know, maybe get into some of these other fields too. I don't know, maybe you folks can let me know. What fields would you like to see me farm on this map here? Like I said, I'm kind of thinking 14. If you folks would like to see something else, let me know. In addition to that, we'll see what we can afford here. Yeah, no, not that one. We got to go to this one here. Field leasing mod. Oh, wrong button. Let's do that again. There we go. So field 14. We lease it. Gonna cost us 44,000, and I think that's 4,000 a day. I think that's how that works out, everyone, if I remember correctly. So yeah, that's not too bad. Keep in mind though, we are running the seasons mod, so 4,000 a day versus, if we're not running the seasons mod. I don't know if that changes, because yeah, if you're not running the seasons mod, everyone, you can basically get a crop off that field each day, right? Or almost, real close to it. Maybe not quite, but versus the seasons mod, we're playing 9-day seasons, so everyone's gonna be 36 days before we get a harvest, and I don't think there's any double cropping on this map, so yeah. Might be a bit painful. Anyway, we better transfer some crop from our wet silo over to our dry silo here. I still got some soybeans, I think, that need to be transferred over. Let's actually check that here real quick a minute. Soybeans, yes. We got only 259 bushel. Okay, well, we'll transfer those here a minute. Go into the little shack here. And let's see, let's keep it at 5, I think, right? Maybe. Oh, wasn't quite in the trigger there. Okay. There we go. And then get in the transfer system thingamajigger and do soybeans and start. Everything winding up out here. Like I said, it would be really cool if this actually was a fully implemented drying system here, but with the limitations of the game, well, I guess it would be possible, but probably not if they were trying to put it out on the console then. Obviously, a fully functioning dryer and system would require additional scripts, so that would rule out the possibility of it going on the console. I'm imagining it's probably done transferring now. Yeah, it's got all the soybeans transferred. We ended up with 6,830 bushels of soybeans. Not really a whole lot, really. What do we got? 6,542 bushel of corn. Already 6,542, but we have not even been harvesting that long, and we already got that much corn. So yeah, that corn is adding up out there. Once this shuts down here, we're going to go ahead and transfer some corn. Actually, you know what? I could probably do it. Probably do it now, right? Yeah, actually, you know what? I can. Probably about ready to shut off, though. Yep, it is transferring corn. Okay. I just happened to think of that. You know what? I could probably get back in it and tell it to transfer corn next. Looks like that's working pretty good. Yeah, bendy, huh? Yeah, interesting brand name for belts there. Oh, yes, and a couple of cans of WD-40. Okay, off. Yep, let's go turn it back on here again. Keypad 5. Get in, do corn, start. Now, if we do like a full run here, how much corn can we transfer? So we got, was about 5,000 some bushels in there. Let's see what we end up transferring out of here in like one shot. I'm kind of curious. Obviously, it doesn't look like it's particularly quick. Oh, 2010 needs to be unloaded. Well, what is the grain cart doing? Oh, he's actually on his way. Okay, okay. And in this case, probably because the pipe was overcropped, he waited to unload, and that kind of makes sense. Looks like Horseplay is still doing its kind of harvests and then pulls out of the way type thing. Okay. Go that way then. Okay. I was expecting to go around the other way and make a loop around, but I guess that works too. Was starting to look a little bit suspicious there for a moment, but what are you doing? Oh, I think he was waiting for something with that pipe there from the looks of it. Wonder if I should maybe leave that option on. Oh, yeah, see, look, he stops when that pipe is going out. That's interesting. And then he starts moving again. Suspicious. Maybe I should just leave that setting to, like, stay on or stay out. If you remember from last episode, I'm going to actually change it here. So, of course, we would actually put the pipe away. There is an option so you can have, of course, leave the pipe out when it's full. Not all the time, I don't think, but just when it's full. Anyway, we're going to leave Horseplay to that one. I want to start working on some field work here this episode. Let's break out the 9570 RT here, which is still sitting in the shed yet. You know, we could probably open that one. We'll close this one. Get out the big boy. And we'll grab our ripper that's hiding around the back side here. Or back, I don't know, is this considered the back on the Millennial Farm? I have no idea. Back area, whatever you want to call it. You know, I guess technically we could just run the cultivator across this field as well, couldn't we? We'll run the ripper across it, why not? And as a reminder here, again, we're currently running the John Deere's 2720 ripper. Not sure why I folded it out. Better fold that back in here while we're going down the road. All right, is that mailbox, was that a solid mailbox? Yes, that was a very solid mailbox. That's what I thought. Like I said, hold it back up so we don't hit that. Don't ask me how I happen to know that that's a solid mailbox, you know, and I definitely have not already tested that. Nope. I wouldn't have done that. Signs can be taken out, though. Don't ask me how I know that, though, either. Okay, you know what? The edge of this field I do believe is straight, so let's get ourselves a GPS course going here. That's 60 foot, and then we'll just auto with it. Reset and offset. Oh, yeah, I did have an offset, didn't it? And then, let's see what's here. Nope, that one. Why is it not aligning to my tractor? There we go. Get back in here, auto with this again. Narrow that down. Yeah, looks like I can maybe narrow that down just a little bit, doesn't it? I think I'm going to feel a little better. I wonder if we just shorten that up just a little bit. Let's do a little minus in here. Try like 27.5. Go with that. See how that looks. Yeah, that looks a little better to me. Guess I'm not quite online with it here, though. I'm not either. Let's see what it looks like once we're a little more online with it. Yeah, I guess that'll work. We'll see once we turn around. Looks a little close. Probably actually could move it over a little bit. Oh, well, we'll call that good. Don't forget to, everyone, if you haven't already done so, be sure to give the video a thumbs up there. Always very much appreciated. And, of course, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, make sure you do that there as well. Also, if you'd like to catch the RDAllen live streams, everyone, make sure you follow RDAllen, myself, over on Twitch there. Again, there is a link down below. Or, of course, you can just go over to Twitch and search for RDAllen over there as well. Reminder again, everyone, live streams typically are during the week, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Usually about an hour and a half or so at the most. And then usually on Sunday afternoons, everyone, at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So again, if you'd like to join us for those live streams, everyone, just again, follow over on Twitch. Make sure you have your notifications turned on over there as well. And don't forget, too, if you'd like to participate in the live streams, I want to be sure to join us in on TeamSpeak. Again, that information is also down below in the description there. So again, join us on the RDAllen TeamSpeak server. Okay, we'll read some comments here in a moment. Russell was saying, okay, on Nowhere, Kansas, did that J&M grain cart not work with horseplay there as well? That's a good question there, Russell. I do not recall. That might be a question for the channel historian. We might have to ask him on that one. I think you might be right there, RC. It seems like I did use that grain cart potentially over on the Nowhere, Kansas series. I don't remember if it worked or if it didn't work over there, though. It is working over here, so for what it's worth, it is working now. Well, sort of, everyone. Again, it's not being particularly prompt about unloading sometimes. Looks like this, well... Yeah, again, looks like the pipe was probably overcropped, so can't really complain about that one too much. And haven't had any more issues as of late with him not wanting to unload the combine either, so I don't know, maybe just something with the headlands there. I am still seeing the message there. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with these warning messages, though. I don't know what's up with that. I'm thinking that's probably something from horseplay again, but nope. Gotta watch where we're going here. We're at the end. Turn the guidance steering off here. Actually, what I should be doing, everyone, just turn around. Oh, well, might have missed a little section there. Nothing to see. North was saying, late comment, you can turn off the fertilizer and horseplay. Then it will work even if empty. Yes, I did see that setting here a while back. So that is finally an option. If you don't want to put fertilizer down with a planter or you don't have fertilizer in it, that is something you can turn off. Although, as someone noted, At least if you're doing the planting yourself, you can't turn it off yourself unless, of course, there's none in it. That's one way of turning it off, I guess. And actually, you know what? Think about it. Even if it is empty, I don't think it'll plant either. So that's actually not an option if you're doing it yourself. So course play is going to be the only way to run a planter that has fertilizer, and you don't want to put that fertilizer down, I guess, right? I guess maybe it depends on the planter, because I think I have seen some planters that will continue planting without fertilizer. Well, maybe you got to like turn them off, turn them back on type thing or something, but it seems like a lot of times no. If there's no fertilizer in it, they won't plant. And same thing for hard work too, by the way. Let's see what's here. The Jimmy Job was saying if you want the auger wagon to unload combines using course play, the combines have to be using course play to harvest. Yes, I have figured that out. The combine cannot be driven by a hired worker or manually. Yeah, and that's kind of unfortunate. Totally 100% disagree with that way of doing it, everyone. That is no good. No good. Well, it's okay if you want course play to do all the work for you, but yeah, if you want to do some combining yourself, or sometimes it's just easier to throw a hired worker on some of the jobs too. You got a nice square field, throw a hired worker on. You don't need course play running that, right? But yes, I don't know if that's like not going to be an option, or they just haven't implemented yet. I have no idea. Adam was saying that seems very low for the size of the silos there. I don't know if Millennial Farmer has ever said the size of his grain bins either. Yeah, not that I recall. I'm sure he's probably mentioned them. Oh boy, what's going on here? Yeah, we are lagging. Course plays are doing something. This is the lag I was talking about last episode. I noticed, frame rate down to the 20s. Oh, now we're back up. Back up to the 60s. Kind of looks like mid 60s, mid to low 60s. Now, turn that back off. Actually, a little low at the moment. I'm not sure why. Normally it runs in about the high 90s. But yeah, again, like I said, I don't know the size of the silos the Millennial Farmer has. The only thing I can go by is there's a couple labels on that control panel there. And they got some pretty good bushel numbers on there, that's for sure. Much more than the measly, 10,000 bushels or so that that came with this map. Jim was saying, great videos, always keep up the great work. Those in-game header trailers are absolute junk because I rarely ever have any luck keeping those combine headers on those trailers. He says, I use the John Deere modded header trailer and have better luck using them instead. The ones I use do not have that front steering, which makes backing them up a whole lot easier. It would be really cool if Iconic or someone could make a header trailer that uses his Strap It script to hold the combine headers in place on the trailer. This way, if you hit a big bump in the field or road, the header won't go flying off the trailer. He says another really cool mod would be having a cruise control system that can be set to 2 different speeds and being able to toggle between those 2 preset speeds. This would be very handy when running grain cart because you could set one speed to match the exact speed of the combine as it is harvesting to unload the harvest grain tank as it's moving, and the second speed could be wide open full throttle to use when you're heading to the grain truck with a fully loaded grain cart to unload. He says the Millennial Farmer silo grain capacity is one of the issues that may be fixed. Oh, may be fixed in the next update for the map. Well, hopefully they'll fix that because, yeah. At least for myself, I kind of know my way a little bit around the XMLs. Not too hard to fix that. And in fact, for anyone wondering too, it's actually not hard to fix. If you're wondering how to fix it yourself, just open up the Millennial Farmer map mod. You need to go, I think it was under placeables, and then look for farm silos. There's 2 different ones, 2 different XMLs there. You got an XML for the main silo. You got an XML for the wet bin silo. Now, they're not named that. I forget exactly. It was like, what, an N and a west or something, I think. North silo, west silo, however they named it again. There's 2 different XMLs. You just need to open those up, everyone, and change the capacity. Just to make note, everyone, the capacity is not at the top. It is further down in the XML. So don't just open it up and, right near the top and when there's capacity. No, you can change that number. That number's not actually going to change it. And you probably should change that number too. They probably should match. But the actual capacity that the game uses is a little bit further down on the list there. It's where it lists the fill types. So if you go look for the fill types, and that's where the capacity will be as well. So yeah, for anyone looking to change it, that's where you can find it. Oh, come on, raise. Well, looks like the guidance steering line is working out pretty good here so far. Still doing good on the unloading. Oh, he's actually going over to unload. We're going to go check this out here in just a minute. Everything's looking good over here. Truck is a little far away, but... truck is a little far away. Wonder why that is. Oh, yeah, he is quite a ways away. You know what? I was going to change something. I forgot about that. Let's set you to speed from recording. Street speed. I can change that down. Let's set that something a little more reasonable. Sure. There we go. Thought he just sits there. Usually once empty, course plate just takes off. There we go, just clear him of the weight point there. I don't know, maybe just because the truck wasn't lined up right or something. Maybe that's part of the problem. Okay, he's going again. Let's get back to work we're doing ourselves here. Gotta say, that's definitely one messed up field there. Oh well. Let's see. Keith was asking, where can I get that flagpole that you have? Ah, you like that flagpole there you do, Keith? I don't know where it came from. It was sent to me there by a bull. I can ask him if he knows where he got it from. But, yes. It is, that's a good flagpole, eh? Like I said, it might be private. I have no idea. But like I said, it was sent to me, so... Jay Murphy was saying the capacity of the bins, wet, dry, seems to be shy at best. I agree that you're going to have to bump it up. Is the map mod author European? They may be used to smaller quantities of grain. That, or does console have some kind of grain storage capacity that they are working with? Kind of random numbers for the capacity too. Anyways, thanks for another great video. Keep up the great work. Hey, thank you very much for that there, Jay Murphy. The reason for the weird numbers, by the way, of course, I mean, if you go back into the background there, it's using liters. So the bushel numbers are going to be a little bit weird, and then they still are a little bit weird. It's an even 5 million liters I've set it to at this point, everyone. Of course, once translated over to bushels, it is, what, some 141,891 bushels. And then, of course, over on the wet bin side, 34,054. I've got that set to 1.2 million. I just stuck a 0 in that one. It was 120,000, add a 0. It's now 1.2. And then for the 950,000 liters that was in the original dry silo, I just chopped the 9 off and stuck a couple zeros in there as well. Thought about just sticking a 0 and bumping it up to 9.5 million, everyone. But that worked out to be, I think that was like 200 and some thousand bushels, I think, if I remember correctly. So that seems like, it might be a little high. I don't know if the Millennial Farmer has that much storage. I have no idea. Maybe he does, everyone. Not really sure on that, but... definitely way more than the puny couple of 1,000 bushels that it had before, that's for sure. And that's an interesting point too. I don't know if Mapper's Paradise is European or not. I'm not sure. You always do get that bit of an issue, if you will, there when it comes to a European trying to make American equipment. Yeah, I don't know if Europeans fully grasp the size and scale of American farming operations. In fact, if you look at them, I'm guessing they most definitely don't, because, yeah. Oh, got to hit the cruise control there. You go look at some of the European farming operations, and it's like, wow, this used to be like American farmers, back in the early 1900s, right? That seems to be how small the European farming operations are compared to the American farming operations. And obviously, I realized, yes, there are definitely larger European farming operations as well, but as far as the, I should maybe mention one other thing here too that Jay Murphy brings up, grain capacity silo limit on the consoles. I don't believe there is a grain capacity silo limit on the consoles. I don't know why there would be, everyone. It's just a number, so it's not like it's going to add anything to the game, right? There's no fill volumes or anything that needs to be rendered in. It's just a number. If your silo has 5 million in it, it's got 5 million. It's a number, so not like it needs to be render in 5 million bushels of corn or anything like that. So let's see what's here. Fred was saying, I heard it's a lot to do with auto drive working with course play. Yes, I do see a lot of auto drive options in course play there now. Not use that mod myself, really. I did kind of try it out, though. That was probably actually going on like a year ago now when I think I tried auto drive out. Just, I don't know, did not seem worth it, really. Scott was saying maybe you need to put your weight point for the grain cart more in the middle of the field. Using the latest version, getting to work with the grain cart. Had it working with having the box checked on the grain cart to assign it to a Pacific combine. Weight point, it shouldn't matter where the weight point is. It probably would be best if your start and stop points are on the field, but I don't know if that's even required anymore from the way they looks like they have it set up. Legendary Tater was saying, forgot to tell you with the latest version of course play, it's standard to have the speed settings set to the max speed, not the recorded speed. And yes, if you noticed here a few minutes ago, I did change that on the truck there. So hopefully that will help with the truck shooting past where it needs to be and hopefully hitting the waypoint, stuff like that. I was going to change that earlier, but I completely had forgotten about that. Gotta say, again, guiding and steering definitely makes this job here much more enjoyable and a lot easier to do as well. Brian was saying I could not get some of the STS combines to work, so I switched to using the S780 or the S790. They work with the newest version of course play. And he was also saying the silos are way under capacity. To me, it's one of many things I find disappointing about this map. Yeah, again, maybe that's got something to do with, European map author. I don't know if Mapper's Paradise is European or not. I don't know, everyone. To be honest, don't know. I don't think they are, but maybe they are. I'm not sure. But, again, maybe from the, map makers, the modders' perspective, they set it at 950,000. 950,000, that's like, 10 times the amount you'd find on a Giants map, right? I think Giants is, 100,000, right? So, if Giants has 100,000, which is just absolutely a laughable, hysterical amount. It's ridiculously small, right? The map, I'll just think, well, I doubled, or not doubled, I, factored that by 10. I gave people 10 times as much capacity on this map, which, okay, yeah, that sounds great, but when you consider that Giants number is so laughably small, it's crazy. Bumping it up by a factor of 10 really is not that much. And now that we've bumped it up by another, well, actually, I guess technically a factor of 5. Not a little better than 5, because we went from 950 to 5 million. Total capacity of 6.2 million. Again, everyone, sounds like really big numbers when you put it in liters, right? But when you convert those numbers down to bushels, they're really not that big. You know, just wait until Europeans find out that we got grain bins that hold millions of bushels of grain, right? Bushels, not liters. And everyone, looking at the time here, looks like it is time to wrap it up here for this episode already. So I'm going to let Courseplay continue harvesting. Hopefully we can, I don't know if we'll have that done by next episode or not. I mean, I would like to. If Courseplay keeps going, we may just be able to get that done. We'll see once here. And then I'll probably, I don't know, if I can keep plowing this field myself here, see once I might throw Courseplay on it at some point as well, or hired worker or something. So on that note, everyone, thanks for watching. Comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time.